and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB. Today in the arena, we're playing Boros Oxen with this card. Who are you? Bruse Tarl, Roving Ranger. Look at this dude. Look at this facial hair. Where did this come from? Has this been legal in Standard the whole time? Yes, Standard is such a big format. I often lose track of what's legal. And apparently we have this legendary creature human warrior 4/3 Bruse Tarl that says Oxen have double strike, and when this enters or attacks, exile the top card of your library. If it's a land, create a 2/2 white ox creature token. Otherwise you may cast it until the end of your next turn. That's card advantage. Either you get a double striking 2/2 or you get to cast more cards. That sounds sweet, but what's better than an ox? Double ox with Elspeth, Storm Slayer. This bizarre Boros contraption made the top 4 of a recent MTGA Standard challenge, and I wanted to try it out for the mean streets of best of 1 Mythic Ladder, because I look at every deck kind of the same way with the same question in mind. Is that a best of 1 deck? Is that best of 1 Mythic deck? I love answering that question. It's what I do on YouTube. So we have a bunch of other interesting cards in the deck. Bruse Tarl jumps off the page, and Elspeth Stormslayer is a chase Mythic that people absolutely have been looking for a home for. But we also have 4 copies of Voice of Victory. This little 1/3 Mobilize 2, this Bard, doesn't let your opponents cast spells during your turn, which really gets at those blue decks that are trying to mess with us. And then we have Magebane Lizard, which says whenever a player casts a non-creature spell, this creature deals damage to that player equal to the number of non-creature spells they've cast this turn. Add up that we have Lightning Helix and Burst Lightning for both burn to face and removal. The Power of Lifelink from Sheltered by Ghosts. 4 copies of Screaming Nemesis. I think the red decks are going to have a very difficult time dealing with us. And then we use Lorna the Third Path and Get Lost to solve some of the other matchups. I'm worried about the Omniscience matchup. I shouldn't even say the O word right here, but the Omniscience matchup scares me. Will we be able to fade it? If you go play best of 3, you're going to get a lot of other options coming out of the sideboard, and it explains why this Rest in Peace card is lurking over here in the sideboard. But out here in the mean streets of best of 1, we're just going to have to see what we can do. Let's dive in and let this nonsense begin. Into battle. The Oxen are coming for you. Oh my gosh, it's already here. We're gonna get to see Bruse Tarl in action, because I don't think they can kill us that quickly. Unless they're Omniscience. In which case, maybe we won't see Bruse Tarl in action. Let's see what happens, shall we? Your best chance against Omniscience is they forget how Voice of Victory works and pass the turn and don't cast their Moment of Truth. Oh no. Oh, I had to say it. This can be 4 damage if we wait, which we might need, so let's wait. Get him! All right, opponent, pass the turn. Do it. Yes! Ah! It's a time walk somehow. I don't think they'll have any permanents. I'm guessing that this is either blue-white control or it's Omniscience. Either way, they're not going to have anything for Shelter by Ghost to hit, so we just need the damage, and we need it now. They're off to a slow start, and that's a good thing. So if this is 4 more next turn, Bruse Tarl is another 4 and another 4 next turn. That's already dead. Okay, they are Omniscience. Let's see what they surveil. They need to put Omniscience in the graveyard this turn. And instead they stock up, and they're not going to get to discard to hand size. Okay, so doing the math here. Do I Burst Lightning? Because if Bruse Tarl plus Voice of Victory can win the game next turn, the 4 points is not what's important. I'm just going to use my mana. Oh, that's tough. Because what if they bounce one of them? If they bounce the Tarl, then maybe the Burst Lightning face ends it right there. Okay, we hold. We hold. We're in increments of 4 here, and we're on the move. We're doing fine. Let's please an Ox. We would love a nice Ox here. Yes! Oh no! Also gets around, Bruse Tarl does get around and keep pushing damage through a temporary lockdown, which if they do, they don't get Omniscience in the graveyard. Every turn they don't have Omniscience in the graveyard is a turn we have a chance, guys. That's what it is. It's a turn that we have a chance. Chart a course. They have a single blue open. They drop the omniscience. Can we close the game? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They're dead on board. We did it. We beat them. We smoked them. Maybe my concerns about the matchup weren't that founded, but the big thing there was they couldn't do something on turn 2 to get the omniscience in the graveyard, which meant the stock up didn't set them up to win either, which meant that we got 4 turns of beating them down with Voice of Victory, and it got the job done. This is slow, right? No 2-mana play on the draw that we can actually do something good with. I hate it. Okay, Helix is here. We'll keep it. Man, I don't want to put away Bruse. On the draw, it's kind of hard to play a Sheltered by Ghost, but it can be one of our best cards. I only have 2 lands. Yep, you're gone. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. Not again. Come on. Oh, come on. Meticulous Archive into what? Yep. Guess what, guys? It's omniscience. Again. I know. Crazy. Don't get impatient. Okay. Cool. I like that they have to use a lockdown there. I'll jam another one. On the mulligan. Terrible. It's terrible, dude. On the mulligan in your worst matchup. It's enough to make a guy give up. But I will not surrender. I'll probably surrender. Give me a minute. Okay, they slam Invasion. Let's see what they get. They just search for Season of the Weaving. Is that really what you want to do? Maybe they just want to draw a bunch of cards. Well, I'm mana screwed, so they can get away with a lot. Blowing up the temporary lockdown gives them a Wayfinder, which we don't love. Shelter by Ghost does the same thing. But we could also Shelter by Ghost the Invasion. And then they can't bounce the Invasion. But then they do get another activation of it when they play Season of the Weaving and bounce the Voice of Victory. And they go get something else. I don't think there's any good plays here, if I'm being really honest. Their hand must be a little bit awkward. They still don't have Omniscience in the yard. Yeah, they're gonna bounce this anyway, but I don't want them to get it for free. I want to work on tempo, so let's do this and let's pass and see what they do. And I'll probably just Helix them. And we'll try to go the burn route. I mean, this is not good, guys. This is as bad as it gets. Okay, they're passing. I think if I play this, they might use their Confounding Riddle. If I pass, they can't do anything on my turn anyway. Let's see if they remember that. They might just take this. They probably will. Nice. And they didn't use their riddle at all, so they get got. All right, let's do some math. This is 3 points. If we change it to 4, how close are we to a double burst lightning? For this turn, for the next turn. 10. 6. Not quite dead. We have to, I think, double burst them, draw the land, and hit the Screaming Nemesis. But then they're still not dead. There's just no good, there's no lethal, you know? There's no hidden lethal anywhere for me. It could be on end step. Okay, they're draw card, bounce. Okay. So they do that. We get this. So they get this trigger. That is something to hand. Okay. It feels like we have to find a way to win this game. If we go upstairs, that's 7. We could also get lost this, and then it's out of the way. We could shelter by ghost it for an extra point. That's still only 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And if we draw land, it doesn't add anything. I think we do this. Try to, like, we need to give them the illusion that they have time. But they probably discard an Omniscience here and they're set up for the combo. Yep. No. I'm never gonna draw another land. The whole game. The disaster. We can hope they don't have the Awakening. They have the Awakening. There's nothing I can do. Let's see if they have double Omniscience. They do not. So we can try to kill this Omniscience to give ourselves a chance. They allow that. Now this can let them get another Awakening because they have enough mana to cast the Awakening again. Oh, they get Season, so they must have an Awakening. And when they still have the Riddle, so because they can counter the Burst Lightning now, that's just game. That was really bad. They had 8 lands, we never drew a third. We mulliganed to begin with. That's one of the worst games I think I've ever been in. Started this video saying that we had a terrible matchup with Omniscience and we had to dodge it. We've played 2 in a row. We're going for 3 in a row in our nightmare matchup right here. I'll keep this hand because it's on the play. I couldn't keep it. Well, I guess I could keep it on the draw because of the Burst Lightning. It's fine. That is the Mage Bane Lizard, which is specifically here to help us beat Prowess. Haven't seen any Prowess. Will this be the time? It's red. It's Fleeting Effigy. This might be Prowess. This is a card that returns to hand. That's often in something like a double spell deck with Corey Steelcutter. So here's your Lizard. It is a 2-mana 1/4 and it deals damage to the player equal to the number of non-creature spells they've cast. What do you think? Do we block that? I think we wait. We have a Shelter by Ghost, so having a creature on the board is important. They usually can't kill this on their own. And once we Shelter by Ghost it, it'll be very dangerous. The opponent's thinking about whether or not to Monstrous Rage here or something. You done? You're just gonna bounce that again? It's done 4 damage. It's being a nasty little card. And they're pausing in their end step to think about their life, I guess. All right, cool. Let's play. This hand isn't great, but we just wait for something to hit with the Shelter by Ghosts. I don't think we just slam Shelter by Ghosts and start attacking. It's only 2. Dude, they are tanking. It's whenever a player. So that's us too. But if it has lifelink, I guess that gets really interesting. I still want the Shelter by Ghost to hit something of theirs, like maybe a Screaming Nemesis. Okay, they're gonna do this again. Let's see if they take the initiative. Fire 2. Go ahead, react. It's not like we can't see Monstrous Rage coming from a mile away these days. So I hope they have a plan better than this. That wasn't too hard, right? Jeez, the damage. Okay. Man, this Lauren, is it gonna kill anything? I don't think so. I think I'll just take this opportunity to have something on the field, but no attacks. There you go. That's what we want to put Shelter by Ghosts on, or maybe it's the Heartfire Hero. It's probably the Challenger. Good old mono red at its very finest, am I right? Raging all over the place. They still have something for 1 mana. Maybe it's a Burst Lightning? Okay, double Lizard. I guess we want to play that after we play Shelter by Ghosts. 4 toughness, my friend. How will you cope? I love this having lifelink. If they cast a spell, we gain life. That's awesome. I don't think they have the 3rd Monstrous Rage. I am not putting them on that. I'm putting them on Burst Lightning. Or Shock. We'll see. They're gonna take it. They're gonna take it. The Lizard. We also have this ability from Lauren to draw cards, but we give them a card too. So I want to wait and see how their turn goes. If they don't make any progress on board, then like if the board is in our favor, we don't need to be drawing cards with Lauren. I know drawing cards is fun. I know some of you want it very badly. Dude. This player's losing it. Their brain is exploding. The rope comes out. Oh no. How will the Heartfire Hero stand against this evil? They found their Corey Steel Cutter. Ah. That's funny because we played out the Lauren. Still, they're gonna take some damage and we're gonna gain some life. That's what Magebane Lizard is in the deck and in the format to fight against. Uh-oh. And they still have 1 card that costs 1 mana. Whatever could it be? Oh yeah, we love this. They sure found the line here. Let's do the card draw thing just in case we get lands. They go to 6, by the way. We go to 16. You want to attack? I think they've lost it completely. Like, what are they gonna do? Now they can't cast spells anymore. Yeah, put a spell on the stack. See what happens. In your deck that requires you to double spell. Oh goodness, the Magebane Lizard. This little guy tearing them apart. Look at him with confidence, spitting that fire. The anti-red card, you love to see it. Still going here, huh? Hey, attack till the end, I suppose. I'll block your 1/1. I'm not afraid. Play your Burst Lightning. Actually, they already did. So what else do they have? If they pass the turn, they don't get to cast spells. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Keep it up. Put it on the stack. Do it. Yes. Yes. Dead by your own hand. As it should be against Magebane Lizard. You'll love to see it. Let's go, guys. We're on the draw. We're at 97%. We want to rank up. We get Duressed. That was nice. They take the Elspeth, even though it's so far away. Will we ever play Elspeth in this video? 5 mana in best of 1 is so much. Well, look at that. Discard into discard. But I fool you. I have top decked Burst Lightning. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Let's go with the voice. I mean, something's got to eat the removal. Oh! Oh no! Come on, land. Come on, land. Are you kidding right now? Do you play this now or later? In theory, having it down earlier gets more damage in, but also more voices gets more damage in. The thing is, how do we stop the demon? Okay, they found a cut down. And a preacher. That's very bad for us. They're at 13. Jeez, oh Pete's. What do we do now? So when they attack, they make a 1/1. Okay, well, we're mana screwed, so we chill. We have to get them in burn range. I can't believe we're dying with this Lord in hand that they can see. It's so pathetic. It's so heartbreaking. Bro. 26 land deck. We've been mana screwed in 2 of our games. It's sad. There's not much you can do, man. Curse. You can just look at the sky and curse the world. What else? What else? What do you want from me? Wow, we have this in the deck? I'd forgotten. Draw your 3rd land! Come on! You know, when you think about it this way, we've won every game where we drew a 3rd land. And there's 3 lands in this hand. It's real. Unfortunately, we can't burst lightning on 1, which on the draw could matter. Oh, an island. Okay. Well, are you Omniscience again? Is this going to be our 3rd bad matchup? Please let this resolve. Please let this resolve. Oh no. We're up against an elite gamer who knows that they have to cast Moment of Truth before the Voice of Victory resolves. Tap land. Main phase moment. Still no Omniscience. We're kind of in the clear. I think we have to run a Lauren out there, drawing 2 of these. Now we have the mana to cast them. Oh my gosh, I'm so salty. But I think you just have to go for it here. We need the damage. And then we do have 7 points to try to get over the line. But we need time. They're digging. Is it Omniscience in the yard now? No, it is not. They still haven't found it. Well, we could unleash the fire. That would drop them to 5, which is dead in the next combat. So let's pass. I think we can do this. Do we do this now because they can't? It's possible we do this now because of the Voice of Victory. No, we can just wait till our turn, right? If we're worried, if they don't do anything on their turn and just pass, we can just attack them. They take 5, and then we can cast these on our turn because of the voice. So we pass. We might have this. Once again, if they just don't find an Omniscience, we have a shot. Okay, that takes 3 points off the board, but we have 4 points from a Burst Lightning. But now they can interfere with our turn. How much will that matter? Eight. 6. We got them. Do we fire this off? If they have a negate, which they can play here, or a spell pierce, they're alive. We can play around spell pierce, right? We can cast the helix and then the burst. But we could also wait till they put something on the stack, which they have to do. This doesn't play around negate. It does play around spell pierce. And I mean, what they have might just be the village. Light them up. There it is. Okay. We did it again. It's not... All right, every game we've drawn third land, we've won. This is starting to build some kind of confidence. You're giving me that classic mono red avatar. Oh my goodness. On the draw with this hand. It's a little, like, I say it's slow, but all you needed is a burst lightning. Okay. Okay, come on. Is this going to be our 4th omniscience? Like, that's so many, and this time we don't have pressure. It might be. Stock up could be for something else. Okay, hold. I'm just gonna play you because we have no pressure. So this might be another L. Okay, it's omniscience. Temporary lockdown in hand. That isn't very good for them, so they take the 1/4. And they dig. Do they get omniscience in the grave? No, not yet. 4 mana? As Bruse. Ox, 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 ox. Easy. Never didn't have it. You don't want to use Lauren to feed them cards. They're the combo deck. Your best chance is they just don't draw what they need. Come on, give me one more turn without omniscience in the yard, please. That would let me get Elspeth down. I think it's gonna happen, guys. I think Elspeth is coming down. Might be spell pierced. God, that'd be sad. But here we go. Trigger. Probably a dispersal. I know you might be thinking get double Oxes there, but if we get Elspeth spell pierced, it would be such a disaster. No omniscience. I mean, we've lucked out already, but please keep being lucky. Nice. Okay, you'll love to see it. Now you can freely block that. Okay. Very tempting to remove that, but I think we need Elspeth on the field. I think we gotta have her. Okay, and nothing, something kept on top that's not an omniscience. There's still no omniscience in the yard. Bring her out! Soldier up! Join the fight. They're still at 20. This is gonna be impossible, right? There's no way we get this, right? They're just passing. Sanctuary off the top. Are we casting Bruse Tarl again? I think so. They might counter it. There are only 4 cards. Okay. They're digging with the riddle. They're not countering with the riddle. Is that an omniscience? It still isn't. They're halfway through their deck, no omniscience. We have a chance. We have a chance. Double striking Oxes, baby. Screaming Nemesis. All right. Power up. to the skies. Now they get lost? Anybody else think they waited a little bit too long on that? Okay, so let's try to buff the double striking ox here. Instead we hit land. No, come on, we need it. We need it so bad. It's a burn spell, I'll keep it. They have another one. Unbelievable. Okay. And please don't get an omniscience off this one. Please don't. Please, it would break my heart. You don't want to break my heart. Okay, but they've only got 3 cards. They might not have a way to pay off getting the omniscience. That's another way they could fail and lose the game here. And one of them's a land. I mean, they still fly even after Elspeth is gone. I really don't think they had to get lost and they let me use that Elspeth ability. I think they forgot about that ability, guys. I think that's the truth. Okay, they have a lockdown. Sure. 1 card left. If it's Awakening, all that does is put an Omniscience on the field. So are they dead? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, they're very dead here. We don't need to draw any cards. We don't need to feed them. If I play you, we still have double Helix. Shelter by ghosts. Don't think that's the way. Take it. Down to 2. Player on Spell Pierce. Finish the job. All right, man. I feel like we're getting a little lucky, but the numbers are the numbers. We've still won every game where we drew a 3rd land, and we've played against Omniscience more than any other deck.